This video is all about building hexagons in Minecraft. Revisited. In a previous video I showed you how to build hexagons when you knew what your base length of your hexagon was going to be, using a simple formula and this sort of step design with a 3-block joiner. Going back to the formula from that video, if you knew the base length, you could minus 3 off that number and divide it by 2, and you'd have the amount of 2-block steps until you reach the center point of 3 blocks. In this example I have a 9-block base, so minus 3 is 6, divided by 2 is 3, so I've got 3 2-step steps, and then a joiner, and then you just repeat that pattern all the way around. This is great, it worked well, it fit within a box and a square, it seemed to be a true hexagon. But if you've ever built with this, you've seen a problem. The problem is this corner here. This corner here does not reflect this joining piece here at all. And if you try to join up hexagons, what you'll end up having to do is something along the lines of this. And you'll end up with this weird looking shape in order to make everything work, and it'll have really big gaps everywhere. That is a big problem that this had, and I've since revisited the idea and tried to work out ways that I can make it better. And as you can see, if we come over here to these examples, I have been able to do that. There's not much difference between the previous design and this design. In fact, the equation that you use to work out the sides is almost identical, except for at the end it has a -1. Explaining the shape a little bit more, you can see instead of there being a separate base length that is separate to the first step, it is now included as part of the first step. So the base length is here, and that's the first step, and then you have other steps and then a joiner. I've got an example here with a 13 long base. I'm just going to place them down. One of the points of difference between this and the previous design is that your base length will always at each end have 1 block up. That's the first point of difference, and that'll be the same with any size hexagon using this model. You'll always have to do 1 block up on the edge. To calculate the sides, as I said, it's pretty much the same equation. So your base length minus 3 divided by 2, but then you minus 1. So in this example, I've got a base length of 13, so minus 3 is 10, divided by 2 is 5, minus 1 is 4. And you can see here that I've got 4 steps. So if we place down the 4 steps, we reach the joining point, and it's the same as the previous type of hexagon. It's just 3 across. No matter what the size is, it's always 3 across. And then you repeat the 4 steps, repeat the base length with the 1 block up, and continue the pattern around until you reach the starting point again. From there, you can just start at any corner and repeat the process again. So starting from this edge, this will be the angled section down to the base. So if we put a base section down there, so we know from this hexagon, and we're wanting to make it the same shape, that this needs to be the 3-block joiner, and then 4 steps, and then the 1 block up on the long base, and you can just start building out the structure from there. This has been Hexagons Revisited. Thanks for watching. Goodbye. For those still watching, after a comment, I'm currently trying to work out how to build this into a dome structure, so look out for that video coming in the next few weeks.